beautiful people, welcome back to Finding with Jessie, the life coach. So a big shout out to some newbies. I have some new subscribers, so a big hi and welcome to you guys. And if it is the first time you're sitting down to view me, a big welcome. My name is Jessie. I am a life coach, and today we are going to be diving into our Ugly Truth series where I drop some truth bombs for my ladies. So here in our series, we talk about some truth bombs in relationships and why certain things play out in your relationships. We go deep, we uncover things so we can get to the root of the problem so you can start going towards those healthy relationships and attracting healthy partnerships and healthy men. So we are going to get started, and what we are going to be talking about today is why does he treat you the way he treats you? So there are so many reasons why a man would treat you the way he treats you, and a lot of them have to do with his own internal struggle. But there's one big overlook reason that women struggle with, and that is the number one reason. Are you ready? It's because you allow it. I know, that's the ugly truth, but we're gonna be talking about it. So one thing that women always struggle to understand or come to comprehension with is that we set the standard for how a man is going to treat us. Yes, we do. Us, ladies, we have that power. So what does that mean? And what does that look like? Well, when you first meet a man, you put down your boundaries of what you are going to tolerate and what you are not going to tolerate. You have that power. You have that power to sit down and have that conversation with them and say, this is what I'm going to tolerate. This is what I'm looking for. This is what a healthy partnership looks like to me. This is what I want to go towards. Yes, we all have that ability and power. The problem is that a lot of women don't exercise this right. They do not have that conversation early on. They do not talk about their needs, their wants, their desires, how they see things going. And a lot of times, the reason why they don't do that is because they're afraid to scare a man off. So let's talk about that. First of all, only a boy is going to be scared off by a real conversation about your wants, needs, and where you see yourself going with this person. A boy, a child, a person who is emotionally immature is going to run from a discussion like that. But a real man, a mature man who's looking to invest in you the way you're looking to invest in them, they're never going to sway away from a conversation like that. A man that sees the value in you and already sees your worth from the very beginning, which is where they should be seeing that. Straight from the gate, this man should be thinking, you know what? I just met this beautiful woman and she seems to have it all together. You know what? She's displaying a lot of self-worth, a lot of self-confidence, a lot of value in herself. She has her shit together. And you know what? I want to keep this woman. So I'm going to do everything in my power to keep her happy. Right? A boy? Not so much. An immature boy, a boy that's not on that level, who's probably not thinking of his future, is not going to do that. A boy is going to toy with you. A boy is going to run from these kind of conversations. A boy is going to play mind games. A boy is going to have all these different options. A boy is going to try to breadcrumb you, right? Try to give you the bare minimum. A boy is going to run from serious discussions that talk about their emotions, because most likely a boy does not know how to express his emotions. They don't know how to have adult conversations. So out of the gate, that's number one. You have to have those conversations, and don't be afraid of having them. That is your given right. So what winds up happening is that women don't have these conversations. You do not write out the blueprint. You do not show them the way of how you... Another point is a man is going to treat you the way you treat yourself. The ultimate way that you teach a man how to treat you is how you treat yourself. Yes. If you don't love yourself and you do not value yourself, or you don't see yourself as a person of worth or a person who, deserves another beautiful person that's all together, guess what? A man is going to pick up on that. Men have a keen sense of ability to pick up on women who do not love themselves. Okay? They will test you. Yes, they will test you. They will do little things to see how much they can get away with. And if you allow it, and you allow it to continue, and you tolerate bad behavior, not only tolerate, but reward it, right? Reward it, it's gonna continue. As human beings, we are programmed to keep on doing something that is rewarded, right? If there is no repercussions, then we're not gonna stop doing it. Why? Because I'm benefiting from it. Why would I stop doing something that I'm benefiting from? So if a man is treating you poorly or badly, or he's not treating you with the respect that you feel or you know, right? Because we know what we deserve, but you're tolerating it, he's gonna continue doing it. And you have no one to blame but yourself. And I know that's a hard pill to swallow. And I think every woman has to learn this lesson at one point or another in their life, right? Me included, right? Every woman has to learn this for themselves. But you have to be able to know your value and your worth. And when you don't feel good enough, like I said, those men, those lower level men, those breadcrumby men, those fuck boys, guess what? They're gonna smell that. It's like an animal that picks up on your scent. That's the way it is when a man picks up on your insecurities. So if you keep wondering why you keep attracting the same type of dynamic in a man, let's say a man is breadcrumbing you and you keep on attracting fuckboys and you're like, but why do I keep attracting these types of people? That's because, my beautiful, beautiful beings, you need to start working on your self-worth, your self-value, and your self-love. Why do I say that? How do I know that? Why? Because a woman who truly, truly loves herself will never, never tolerate bad behavior. You don't tolerate bad behavior from no one and nothing. You know your worth. And that's in every aspect of your life. You don't let no one breadcrumb. You expect the best in everything. Your job, your friends, the people that you surround yourself with, what you invest your time in, and for sure, the men that you keep. So if you are in a dynamic where someone is mistreating you, not valuing you, not seeing your worth, someone who's breadcrumbing you, someone who's only coming to you in a sexual way, someone who puts their hands on you, and that's the ultimate one, and that's a big one. A man who puts his hands on you, a man who's devaluing you, a man who's emotionally abusing you, and you're tolerating it, you're allowing it, you keep on going back to this person, you're telling them it's okay. It's okay to treat me this way, because guess what? I'm gonna forgive you. Guess what? I'm gonna love you more than I love myself. No, 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 no. Don't ever love a man more than you love yourself. And that's a hard concept for women. And I think it's because women, we're nurturers. We're nurturers. We want to give, we want to love, we want to protect. But that's great. That's great. That's a great quality to have. That's what makes us so amazing. We give life to everything. But my butt back then, we're going back to it, is you should only be giving that to someone who's giving it to you. Okay? You have to be discerning. You have to take that emotional body that's within you and separate that from your mental body and start thinking with your mind. Is this person valuing me? There's too many women out here that have men who are breadcrumbing them, who are treating them like options. Don't ever let a man treat you like an option. If a man treats you like an option, walk away. Walk away. Let them know that you are the goddess. You are the queen bee. You put that crown back on your head and you let them know, if you're not planning to invest in me the way I'm planning to invest in you, if you're not giving 100% of your time, your energy, your dedication to keep me, I'm not going to give you any of my time, my energy, my dedication. Walk away and find someone who's willing to invest in you the way you're willing to invest in them. Don't ever allow a man to breadcrumb you or test your temperature, right? Because that's what men will do if you allow it. Once again, if you allow it. What you are tolerating sets the bar for how this person is going to continue to speak to you, how they're going to continue to communicate with you or not communicate with you, how they're going to continue to give to you, how they're going to continue to value you. So you have to set up those boundaries early on in the relationship. And you know what? Not only set the boundary, but enforce it. So the minute someone shows you disrespect or some type of devaluing or poor treatment, you have to be the one to say, wait, that's not cool. We're going to have to sit down and have a talk about this. And if they lie, or, try to bypass it in some way, try to deflect or stay away from you, whatever comeback they have that is displaying more poor treatment, walk away. Walk away. That's how you hold up that boundary. You let them know the first time. It's only going to take me one time to dismiss you. There is billions of men on this planet. You do not need to be breadcrumbed or treat poorly by one specific man. If you have your heart set on one specific man that keeps on devaluing you, that keeps on showing you poor effort, that keeps on showing you disrespect, that is not worthy of your time, learn how to walk away. Teach them they cannot treat you that way. You value yourself more than that, but hold to it. Hold to it. That's the biggest part. Women do not hold to it. They walk away, and then this man comes back after he's played his games, after he's cheated, after he's ghosted you, he's chose someone else over you, whether it's family, friends, or another woman. Whatever it is, they go out, they go do their dirt, go do their fun, and guess what? You're the last on the list. But what they do, they go and they rotate back. They go and rotate back, and it's like, oh, baby, I'm so sorry. Oh, baby, give me one more chance. They sweet talk you, and what happens? Women become putty in men's hands. No, do not tolerate that. What you showing? What you telling people? That it's okay to treat you like that as long as they come back around? That's really what you are saying. You have to look at these things and break it down and say, what message am I giving out? And that's the message that you're giving out, that it's okay for someone to treat you like that. And it's never okay for someone to treat you less than your value and your worth. You are a queen, okay? And you need to be treated like a queen. If they do not serve you, then walk away. Teach people how to treat you. And that's by speaking up and giving one shot. You get one chance. You let them know in the very beginning. When you meet someone straight off the bat, you don't have to be aggressive, but be assertive and communicate clearly. Communicate clearly your needs, your wants, your standards. I can't say expectations because you shouldn't have expectations in a relationship, because if you do, you're always going to be disappointed. People are always going to, disappoint you. But you should have standards. You should have a standard of how you want to be treated. And guess what? It should be all the way up here. All the way up here. People love to talk about women who have high standards and want them to lower their standards to appease a man because they cannot rise to where you're at. You should never have to lower your standards for a man who can't meet you where you're at. He needs to get up here. And if he can't get up here, you know what? Go search for someone else that can. Your standards should always be high. You should always want better and more for yourself. And you should never have to lower that because someone else feels that you need to lower your standards to accommodate and to please someone else who basically has not done the work. You should never have to do that. And you should be able to say, I'm gonna wait for that person. If this is not the person, I have no problem being single, living my best life and enjoying myself until that person comes along and comes aboard. Someone who deserves me, someone who values me, someone who sees my worth, someone who knows how I am the queen, how they need to invest all their time, attention, and affection into me. And if they don't, then it will be their loss. Yes, and you will find that person once you believe it, once you truly, truly believe it, and you wait for it. Don't be afraid to wait for it. So ladies, that is all I have for this video. Please understand your value and your worth. Stop giving in to circumstances that do not serve you. Circumstances that are only good for the other person, their needs, their wants. What about your needs? What about your wants? What about feeling loved and valued? What about having that person that only invests in you? Yes, they're out there. They might be slim and above, but they're out there. There's a lot of good men out there. So don't let people tell you and trick you and fool you and thinking that you need to settle for someone that's less than what you deserve. Remember to always teach people how to treat you. Let them know what you will accept, what you will tolerate, and what are deal breakers for you. You know why that's so important? Because when they do, because sometimes they will, overstep those boundaries, you let them know. Well, you know what? I made it very clear what I would accept and what I wouldn't accept. And you just disregarded that. So game over and keep it moving, right? So beautiful beings, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be back soon with another one. Keep your head held high. Remember to value yourself and show people how to treat you. And I will see you in my next one. Bye.